ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dolphin Cove. My name is Kelsey. I'm the one standing here near the feeder booth with the microphone. And for those of you that are just joining us here and are going to feed the dolphins, I'm just next to you on the pool wall. Please do not hold it out over the water. And the best way to get to touch the dolphins is to have both your hands ready. Hold that fish out about 3 inches above the water in one hand, and have your other hand ready to reach out and touch the dolphins as they approach. Once the dolphin has seen that fish and come up to you, it should take no longer than about 3 to 5 seconds before you go ahead and drop the fish right into the dolphin's mouth.
I don't think so. I think that's rude.
Now, and if you happen to drop that fish onto the wall or onto the ground, please don't feed it to the dolphins. Just bring it back up to one of us and we'd be happy to replace it for you.
They've got an exit over there.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are feeding, if you have completed your dolphin feed, we do ask that you go ahead and step back from the wall, wash your hands, and then please exit to the north end of the pool by the ramp. You're more than welcome to move to the viewing-only side of the pool. We just ask once you have finished feeding the dolphins that you go ahead and exit the feeding side of the pool. This way we'll have plenty of room for the guests that are coming along behind.
Oh, my goodness, your map, Susan.
I can see it from here.
For those of you that are just joining us here at Dolphin Cove, we do ask that everybody that's up on that pool wall be laying flat on their stomachs at all times. This does go for adults as well as children. It is for your safety as well as the safety of the animals. Now, if you do have smaller children with you, the best place to take them would be up toward the north end of the pool. We've got that ramp going around that end of the pool. It does make the wall a little shorter, so it's easier for them to lean over the wall to reach into the water. Now, once you have finished feeding the dolphins, we do have our sink available here with some soap and paper towels if you would like to wash your hands.
Yeah, because you don't have fish, that's why.
You got no fish.
Now, the fish that you have the opportunity to feed the dolphins is called whitebait. It is a type of smelt. And dolphins do eat a variety of fish. In addition to this whitebait, they also eat capelin, which is a larger smelt, herring, squid, mackerel, and occasionally salmon.
Oh, they're pretty. They're looking for food, that's what.
Now, an adult dolphin's going to average between about 500 and 800 pounds.
Wow.
It does eat 3 to 5% of their body weight. This means they're going to eat about 25 pounds of food a day.
It must be deep.
Oh.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that may be on the viewing-only side of the wall, if you would like to feed the dolphins, the entrance to the feeding area is over by the large palm tree. We have Connie hanging out over there.
Aww.
Now, if you are interested in feeding the dolphins today, and you would like to enter the feeding area, please remember that you will need to bring your entire group with you, because once you have that tray of fish, we do ask that you stay on the feeder booth side of the pool. This is the only side of the pool you can feed the dolphins from. If you would just like to observe the dolphins, please feel free to stay on that far side of the pool. Now, just a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, everybody must be flat on their stomachs while they're up on the pool wall. So everybody take a look around. This goes for adults as well as kids. Everybody needs to be flat on their tummies. It doesn't matter how old you are. Should you get the chance to touch one of the dolphins today, please just be careful around their eyes and their blowholes. These are very sensitive areas. And please don't put your hands into the dolphins' mouths. They do have 72 to 104 conically shaped teeth that do fit together just like a zipper. lighter gray animals that you see are the Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. And then we have two animals in the pool that are a lot larger and a little darker in color. These are Pacific bottlenose dolphins. Now, an Atlantic bottlenose dolphin is going to average about 500 pounds when they're full-grown adults and be about 6 to 8 feet in length. Now, an adult Pacific bottlenose dolphin can weigh up to 1,000 pounds and be 12 feet long. Now, the two we have in the pool right now average about 10 to 11 feet and are between about 7 and 800 pounds. Now please remember, if you do have any strollers with you around the pool, if it is an empty stroller, we do ask that you go ahead and park it along the landscaping to help keep the walkways clear, and that you please not take strollers up onto that ramp on the far side of the pool. We do need to make sure that that is accessible to any guests in wheelchairs. So we appreciate your cooperation with that. Now, while you're touching the dolphins, please be careful around their eyes and their blowhole. These are sensitive areas. And just remember not to put your hands into the dolphins' mouths. They do have 72 to 104 conically shaped teeth that do fit together just like a zipper. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Dolphin Cove. My name is Kelsey, and I'm on here on the feeding side of the pool. I'm here with Connie, and we represent the Animal Care Department here at SeaWorld San Antonio. We are also joined by some of our education staff. They are wearing the blue polos. So if you do have any questions about the animals, once again, if you do have any questions about the animals, please don't hesitate to ask one of us. We'd be happy to answer them for you. Now just remember, we do need everybody along this pool wall to be laying flat on their stomachs while they're up on the pool wall. That is for your safety as well as the safety of the animals. It does go for adults and kids of all ages. Now for those of you that are feeding the dolphins, you may notice there's one dolphin out here who's a little bit smaller than a lot of the other animals. This is our 9.5-month-old calf. Now, as some of you did just experience, this whole area is a 24-hour splash zone. These guys can get pretty active at any time.